So you take one look on YouTube and everyone's talking about cold showers. Literally, type cold showers and there's so many different challenges. I took cold showers for 30 days, for 90 days. But the funny thing is, not many people adapt cold showers as a lifelong habit. Well, let me tell you that over the past 5 years, over 1,800 days, I have non-stop taken cold showers. And today I want to share with you what I've actually learned throughout this whole process. Hey, if you're new to this channel, my name is Richard. I'm an entrepreneur as well as a high performance coach. And I make videos specifically to help you increase your performance. And I'm glad that you're here with me because I'm gonna share something about cold showers and why I'm so passionate about them. Now, the first benefit that I learned and quickly realized cold showers are bringing to me was an increased immune system. When you take a look online, a lot of research actually shows that cold water submersion is known to increase your white blood cell count. These are the cells that are essentially your defense mechanism against any kind of pathogens that are attacking your body. So therefore, if you take cold showers, that could actually prevent you from getting sick less. Now, this is all anecdotal. I don't have any scientific experimental data to show you this from my own personal life because I'm only one person, but I did realize that when I was younger and I didn't take cold showers, I would get sick pretty often, probably once every 2 to 3 months, and that wasn't okay with that because whenever you get sick, you get tired, you can't focus, you can't study, you can't work as well, and your productivity plummets, right? But if you're not able to be sick, then man, you have a huge competitive advantage over anyone else out there. The times at which I started to get sick went from 2 to 3 months all the way down to about once every single year. In fact, if I can really think hard and remember, I don't think the last time I got sick was over 12 months ago. The second thing about cold showers that I learned is that it shocks your body into the fight or flight system. Your body has this mechanism in which any times it thinks it's in a very unfamiliar environment. Think about maybe perhaps our ancestors are getting chased by a tiger and they have to get into the fight or flight system. All of their senses are now enhanced. When you jump into the cold water, it's highly uncomfortable, and if we were in a completely natural, wild setting, it could almost be like you just fell into a cold water pit, or you just fell into a really cold river, and so your mind is now turning on and telling yourself, oh my gosh, I'm in a survival situation. So hopping into a cold shower simulates this fight or flight response, and so all of a sudden your body is becoming extremely elevated and excited. This completely wakes you up because look, every single person, it doesn't matter if you're waking up at 4 a.m. or 8 a.m. You're not as alert when you wake up. Is that relatable? And so if you want to find a way to wake up faster, a cold shower is one of the best ways to do so. I jump into the cold shower no longer than 10 minutes from the time that my alarm goes off. And when I do that, I'm actually able to wake up instantly. Whereas, you know, a lot of people try to warm up. They have to kind of struggle in order to get to bed. And heck, they even have to rely on stimulants to do so. You don't need to when you take a cold shower. And this actually leads me into the next point because oftentimes before in the past, I would have to rely on a lot of caffeine to wake me up in the morning. Anything from drinking coffee and even sometimes drinking a Red Bull or Monster Energy just to actually wake up and have enough energy to get the day started to go to work or class. This sucked because one, I'm spending a lot of money on unnecessary stimulants, and number two, this is extremely unhealthy because we end up building a caffeine tolerance, meaning every single time you no longer have that substance, you all of a sudden are in a deficit. This is really, really important because when you begin to develop a tolerance, what are you gonna do when you don't have access to caffeine anymore? What if you're traveling one day and you can't get a coffee? What if all of a sudden you run out of Red Bulls? What are you gonna do? You're gonna be in a deficit, you're gonna be in a lull, and you won't be able to think clearly. I would much rather take caffeine when I'm already very, very alert and I just need caffeine to get me a little slight edge as opposed to being in a deficit and needing caffeine to get me back to my normal levels. And I realized that once I started taking cold showers, I no longer needed to have caffeine because my energy levels were going through the roof as soon as the cold shower has taken place. This ties me into the next point that I want to talk about, which is that I learned that I substantially increased energy, invigoration, and even exhilaration. And what I mean by this, think about the most recent time that you had a good workout, right? Obviously, when you first get started on the workout, it's uncomfortable and you might not want to be there. But when you go into a run, runners know that they get into something called the runner's high that could take place a couple minutes into the jogging. And this is where you experience that euphoric, very happy feeling. It's the same thing with the cold shower. When you first jump in for the first 30 seconds or so, it's extremely painful, miserable, and unbearable. But what happens is about a minute to 2 minutes in, you begin begin to actually experience that same runner's high. That exhilaration, that increased energy level, you actually start to feel very excited and happy that you're in the cold shower because it's something that's challenging, it's something that's new, and quite honestly, it never gets easier. And this has been a very fun emotion for me to experience because when you go in the cold shower, it's like you're getting a mini workout, testing both your mind and your body because you're breathing harder. Your metabolic rate is going up to generate more heat to keep your body intact, and all of that is leading to increased energy levels. And perhaps the most important benefit I've learned from taking cold showers for over 5 years now is the mental toughness. I think if there's one thing that this world lacks that we all need more of, it's our mental toughness. To keep pushing past when we're tired, to do one more at the gym, at work, at our school when we don't want it anymore. If we could separate successful people in any area of life versus people that kind of just are kicked to the side of the curb, it comes down to how much further are you willing to push. If you don't have mental toughness, you're not going to be able to push forward in any other area of your life. Think about it this way. The cold shower is one of the hardest things that you will do every single day. In fact, I say in my cold showers every single day, as I'm taking the cold shower, if I can accomplish this painful, brutal cold shower when I'm tired, I'm vulnerable and shivering in the morning, then what else can I not accomplish? Any task in business, any sales call, any uncomfortable conversation I need to have with a coaching client, or maybe even a family member or friend, all of these things kind of dwindle in terms of the pain tolerance when I actually take a cold shower. So look, cold showers I truly believe is one of the best natural ways to improve your life substantially, and I study very, very successful individuals. People like Ed Milet, who's a $400 million net worth entrepreneur. He's been doing this ever since he was my age, in his early 20s, and now he's a multi-millionaire in his 40s now. There's a reason why people do these. And hold up, right now I actually want to do the 1-minute shot clock, and this is where I answer one of your questions. So hey, if you have a question for me, go ahead and type high performance question and drop that comment down below, because the most liked one, yours might just get picked for next week's video. Now, this week's question is coming from Long Spaghetti. That's a cool name, by the way. Now, the question goes, how do you cope with unpredictability in your life? How do you deal with things that aren't planned in your schedule, like public transport, lates, unfortunate events? Yeah, so Long Spaghetti, this is a fantastic question, and I actually like to encourage you with this quote. Control what you can and cope with what you can't. Look, 90% of the things in this world are completely out of control. You walk outside, there are so many bad things going on in the world, and as much as we like to think that we're the center of the universe, every single person thinks this to some extent, we're not, right? God is in full control of our lives. And so one thing I personally do is anytime something bad or unpredictable happens in my life, I have to ask myself, could I have responded in a way to have actually made a more positive outcome? If the answer is yes, then congratulations. You just learned from your mistakes. Next time, make an adjustment so you don't have to make the same mistakes in your life. However, if I realize, look, there's no way I could have controlled this outcome, then why stress over it? Because stressing over it is still not going to change the outcome. So having this mindset shift of understanding, look, I'm going to control what I can, and for any kind of mistake or unpredictable thing that happened that was my fault, I'm definitely going to make changes and adjustments so that next time it doesn't happen. But if it's something that was completely out of my control, don't sweat it. Next time you'll understand that, look, God's the one who's in full control. We surrender to Him and let go and let God. That's what I like to say. Now look, if you got value from this cold shower video, I want to share so many more high performance lessons with you. That's why this coming Saturday, I'm actually going to be hosting a free live high performance masterclass in which I'm going to show you how to get back at least 10 hours of your current work week without working any harder. I'm going to put up a couple screenshots of students that I've helped who have attended this masterclass, and man, you definitely don't want to miss out. We got over 200 people registered already. And on top of all this, I'm giving away my personal schedule, a high performance planner, and even free iPads on this live masterclass. You don't want to miss out. So go ahead and click the first link on the screen down below. That's going to take you to the registration page. Type your name, your email, and I will see you on the live masterclass. And look, if you got value from this video, I want to remind you this was 100% free for you. Look, I'm just the face of my company. I am not a one-man show. The credit goes to my operations team, my video editing team. We have a lot of people behind the scenes to put out this quality content for you. So the price you pay, I really mean this, the price you pay is to actually copy this link, text it to a friend, take a screenshot of this, share it with your friends on social media, on Instagram, tag me, I'm gonna put my Instagram right there, and come on. If you got value, hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up, and remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I'll see you next time. Started to, come on. I jumped in the cold shower at least. How do you deal with things that, oh man, just had lunch.